In 1855, a group of clowns showed up in Toronto, rioted, and won. Back in the 1850s, Toronto was a small frontier city of about 40,000 people. In the summer of 1855, a traveling troupe called S.B. Howe's Star Troupe Menagerie and Circus came to town for a couple of days of shows. On their night off, a handful of clowns went to a local pub on King Street. However, this tavern was also the hangout of the Hook and Ladder Firefighting Company, who back then were basically just a rowdy crew of volunteer tough guys. And while nobody's exactly sure what started it, maybe somebody cut the line, maybe a red nose got knocked off, but before long, fists began flying, and shockingly, the clowns won. The firefighters got beat and sent packing for the night. But the firefighters weren't having that. The next afternoon, they rallied a crowd and headed straight to the circus grounds at Fair Green. Rocks were thrown, circus wagons were overturned, the tent got trashed. All this while the cops literally stood by and watched, because at the time, Toronto's police and fire crews were basically all members of the same powerful Protestant social club, the Orange Order, so they didn't interfere. Eventually, the mayor called in the militia to break it up. But by then it was total chaos. Clowns are ducking for cover, and some performers even jumped into Lake Ontario to escape. Afterwards, people were furious that the police didn't stop it or hold anyone accountable. It was that public outrage that helped push Toronto to reform and professionalize its police force by the end of the decade. That's basically what kicked off what would become modern Toronto policing. And that's how clowns helped reform the Toronto Police Department. Well, by accident.